Hey, Culturians, it seems like rumors are flying early this week. We've got a plethora of them, and if you've seen any of the recent videos, there are a few mixed in there. But we have one that I think is going to be interesting, because we may catch James Gunn in another lie, if for no other reason than to preserve a secret that may have been being kept for the Batman 2. Curious what I'm talking about? Well, here we go! Now, before we get started, here's a quick reminder. Double check you're still subscribed to the channel, and if you're not, if that button is red, turn it to gray. That's right. And turn on all the notifications so you don't miss anything, because I do dozens of videos each and every week, whether they be standalone videos or live streams, and you don't want to miss anything because of the entertainment and information that I drop basically every day. And if you want to make sure you don't get in and subscribe, make sure you hit like on this video right now and try and watch one of the other videos that I've dropped recently, because it will definitely count towards your interest. You can also just watch through one of the playlists down below, like the 2025 playlist, which has all of the videos that have been dropped in 2025. But let's jump into the story, because we certainly need to. Our friend over at Cosmic Book News, a very talented one at that, Matt McGloin, is releasing the following rumor. You see, Batman 2 Robin rumor is correct, claims insider. Well, and somebody that, you would know, probably even me, watch here on YouTube. In fact, Matt confirms in the first paragraph that this got a boost from Grace Randolph herself. Maybe she did a little movie math, or somebody helped her with some movie math, and she figured out that something's accurate. She says she's heard that this rumor with Robin and Batman 2 is correct, even as James Gunn publicly denies it, and Jeff Snyder blasts the DC studio boss over his response, which did seem a little aggressive and perhaps defensive in a very strange way. Gunn denies, Randolph disagrees, and last week, we knew Jeff Snyder claimed Robin is in the script for Matt Reeves' upcoming sequel. James Gunn responded, "Guys, please stop believing this nonsense. I think 6 of us have read the script. No one knows anything about Batman 2. Okay, don't believe this nonsense. What's the nonsense? Is the nonsense that he's not in the script, or that he's in the script? Is it because it's coming out of Jeff Snyder? I don't understand, but Snyder took that kind of personally. And on Thursday, this last week, during her own coverage of the story, Grace Randolph said she's heard the rumors accurate, putting her at odds with Gunn once again. This is not an unfamiliar position for her. She said, "I heard that rumor was correct." And of course, as Matt covered, the rumor originated with Jeff Snyder, who wasn't happy about Gunn's dismissal of his info. He was speaking on the Hot Mic YouTube show. Snyder accused Gunn of being untrustworthy and said he stood by his source, saying, "I know who my source is. I know my source has been right about a whole bunch of stories that have been confirmed this week." Unfortunately, James Gunn has proven himself to be about as trustworthy as Lance Armstrong in my book. Not a great thing to say about somebody. I guess he could have said about as trustworthy as James Mangold. That would have been probably accurate. I don't believe a word out of his mouth. One of the things I was told unequivocally, Robin is in the script. And you know what? It sounds more plausible than most things that roll out as rumor in Hollywood. Of course, how about the guy himself, Matt Reeves? You see, interestingly enough, a previous interview from Reeves saw the director hint at Robin for the sequel. Reeves grew up once. Reeves grew up watching the 1966 Batman and Robin show, which I really enjoyed. If you want confirmation for that, you can find the link to the video on Twitter over on Cosmic Book News' coverage of the story. So if that's true, we need to find a Robin, right? Who could play Robin? Well, how about Javon Walton as Robin? He's 19 and starred in HBO's Euphoria. He's also in really good shape. He's been training heavily, and his schedule is currently wide open according to IMDb. So you get a guy that may actually work as a Robin. If he fits, he's as good as cast. But Matt does admit we don't know very much about Batman 2. The truth about Robin remains unclear. Warner Brothers Discovery confirmed its latest investor report that Batman 2 is set for 2027, preparing to start shooting next spring, maybe sooner. Among several other projects that are in development, including one that I announced earlier this week, or recently, depending upon when you're watching this video, in the fact that they are moving as quickly as possible on a fast-tracked Superman sequel. So it's coming sooner rather than later. Robert Pattinson is going to be returning as the Dark Knight, although he's getting to be old and, well, he's just as sparkly as ever, with Matt Reeves once again directing. The film was part of DC's Elseworlds label, so it's separate from Gunn's DCU continuity. The Batman Part 2 gets released on October 1 of 2027, and it's going to be maybe the first time I return to theaters for a Batman movie. We will see. Do you think that these rumors are correct? Do you think we're going to get a Robin? Do you think it'll be Dick Grayson, or just one of the amalgam of humanity that came in and ruined the character forever? Do you think Batman 2 would be served by bringing in a ward of one name or another? Or do you think Pattinson still hasn't developed himself as the Dark Knight and needs more work solo? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. And if you have anything to add, this is the time to do it. So double check you've already hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you make that comment. It really does help. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya! Maybe at a Batman and Robin movie?